If this doesn't get your attention, nothing will. Jimmy, he's so cute. Well, anyway, I was trying to explain something to a friend over the phone, and she says, why don't you just go live and show me how to do it? And I thought, okay, why not? I can do that. Vicky! Are you familiar with Jimmy? He is so cute. I've been a fan of Jimmy's for so long, but I was too cheap to buy his book. And then I went to Dollar Tree yesterday, and there was his book for $1. I had to get Jimmy. There's this guy who is down in Brazil, and he has an Instagram account, and his dog is Jimmy. And he created the most adorable pictures that you've ever seen with him and Jimmy. And he became so popular, he made a book. And I'll show you a couple of the pictures. He's just so cute. Let's find him. Let's find Jimmy. Well, first of all, he's known for wanting to wrap up in his blanket all the time. And there he is. He's shy sometimes too, just to cover up his face. And he's just cute. So then he would draw pictures around the different shots that he would get, and they're just so cute. You'll have to go to the Dollar Tree and get you one. It's an adorable book. Here he is snorkeling. Oh, there's a hamburger in the shower, playing basketball. Anyway, it's really cute. Getting weighed. I like when people come up with a novel idea. I mean, a lot of people do this now with their animals, but he was like one of the first ones to really bring a really good sense of humor to the photographs. Excuse me. On the photographs he was taking of his buddy. And I guess I'm kind of partial because we used to have one of these American bull terriers. And, you know, a lot of people think they're kind of ferocious looking. So we named her Rosebud. So she was very disarming right away. What's her name? Oh, Rosebud. And I go, oh, Rosebud. A lot like our Rottweiler. We named her Kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Look, little muscle man. Anyway, this is not why I came on, but it's cute just the same. Anyway, I was talking to a friend about some fabric that I was doing some slashing on. Hello, everybody. Uh-oh. Oh, Mary's on. Hi, Mary. We're not talking about you. But anyway, I was talking about slashing fabric. You know, nothing like a slasher movie or anything, but, you know, doing the fabric. And so she was saying, well, how do you do that? What is that? And all that. So I thought, well, I'll come over. She wanted me to show it to her. So I'm going to show that to her right now. And you can join us. You can eavesdrop. Anyway, those of you that work with fabric, you've probably done this before. It's probably not new to you. But if fabric is new to you, you might be able to do something with our little scraps. Okay, it starts off very easy. I got my fabric that, and excuse my autofocus, I tried to go in, and for whatever reason, it's not giving me the option, and I'm getting very upset. I'm so upset. I already want to get something different. Let me see if I put something else down there. No, see? It's very irritating. Uh-oh. This is really bad. This is the worst it's been. Probably because I went in to try and fix it. Look, that is really bad. Holy moly. Hold on, people. Let me see what I can put there that it can focus on. Okay, it stopped. Okay. So what you do to start off with is you get some fabric, and then you get a bunch of your scraps. Now, first I'm going to move this, and then it's going to start the thing all over again, but let's hope it doesn't. All right, I'll show you here because I was going to do another piece, and so it's nice and handy, and we'll go from there. There's a piece on the bottom and a piece on the top. Doesn't matter what kind of fabric, doesn't matter how thick, doesn't matter if it's plain, doesn't matter if it has a pattern. It just don't matter. And then you go through your little bin where, you know, like all of us do, we don't want to throw anything away. And then you just throw all those little pieces in here. Any old which way, doesn't matter what kind of fabric, doesn't matter at all. Okay. So then you put another piece of fabric, can be a different type, doesn't have to be the same. I just chose the same because I had messed up this fabric on one of my eco dyeing, and it didn't dye, it just messed up. So I figured I'll use it in some way that it won't be so obvious what a mess it is. Okay, so you get that, and then where is my other piece? Okay, you get that fabric, and then on your machine, or if you don't have a machine, you can always do it by hand. You start sewing these rows here, and they can be as wide or as narrow as you want. These, I don't even know what these are. What did I do? Because I didn't really measure. I just kind of eyeballed it with the foot. So it's about a ½ inch. Let's just say it's a ½ inch. And so I just sewed up and down. I kind of went across like this. You can just go straight and then start all over and go straight. But I was lazy. I just picked up the foot and went across, and picked up the foot and went across. And that was just a lazy way. And so then you would sew the whole piece of whatever it is that you're working with. Bye, Mary. Thank you for coming by. And so then, okay, so I had done the whole thing. Then what you do is you do the slashing part. And I will show you the slashing part. And this is the fun part. Unfortunately, I have already done all the slashing because, it does excite me so much. But I will show you what I did. This one's already also been slashed. But what you do is you get your scissors and you cut right there. I can't do that because, well, let's just do, well, no, that won't work either because it's already all been slashed. But anyway, you go in and you cut away, and you cut through all the layers except obviously the back layer. And then you just go down in between and you just cut, and look, there's some here that aren't even cut. Okay, then I can show you. Look, I missed a few pieces. It better not be the back. And then you just cut. See, I did miss a few things. Okay. And then you just cut all the way down. And the whole point is that all these little things that are in here, they're just going to start gushing out and getting out all over the place. And that's what's going to give you this cool texture. Okay, so you cut all this up any which way. And I cut a few little, where can I show you? I kind of broke it up. Is it on this piece? Maybe not. But every once in a while, what I would do is I would just maybe cut a little, like a chevron shape, and just to break it up. for no reason other than I felt it would open up more if it wasn't just one long strip. All right, so you do all the cutting and then you throw it in the washer and then you throw it in the dryer. And because all of these fabrics are different and they all should be washed in a different way, and some maybe shouldn't even be washed, then it kind of gives it this kind of crinkleness that will help open up the fabric and expose everything that is inside. So it's just a fun way to use up your scraps. And you can do, once you've made this new fabric, you obviously can do anything that you want to do with it. You know, you can go ahead, you can make like a little cover for a mini journal if that's kind of your thing. It could be the start of maybe like some kind of a doll or something. It'd be its body or its dress or whatever you want to do. The reason I was making this at all was I have a autumn book that I've been working on, and I wanted to make something with these colors, and I have a piece right here, and it's going to go in here somewhere. I still don't know exactly where it's going to go, but it'll be somehow it'll be incorporated, into my journal. So that was, why I started making this in the first place. But it's kind of fun. I think you guys would have fun doing one of these. You can do the very exact same thing with paper. You can get yourself, a 12 by 12 if you have it, and then all those little scraps you have, throw them in there, put another 12 by 12 on top, and do the same kind of sewing and cut those strips down and then just kind of ease it all open and it'll look really, really cool. One time that I did it, I made sure that the top paper was not the cardstock type of the paper because it won't open and crinkle as well. So if you want to put the cardstock thickness of your scrapbook paper, make sure that one's on the back. And then the one that you lay on top, have it be kind of a thinner paper, sort of like, maybe like the same weight of printer copy paper. And that way it will wrinkle a little bit easier. And then after I cut the slits of the one with the paper, I just got a spray bottle with just some plain old water, lightly misted it so that, when you wet your paper and then it dries, it kind of curls up. And so that will help with the curling up of the paper that's on top and then expose all those other papers underneath. And then you can make pages out of them. You can, again, make covers. You can make tags. You really can do whatever you would do with your, your normal paper. That's what you can do with these that are made out of these slash. I don't even know what these are really supposed to be called. I know that if you look it up on YouTube or on Pinterest, it's called slashing fabric. You'll see it. They make really beautiful things. And once if you are a sewer and knows how to freehand or free motion, what's it called? You know what I mean? With your sewing machine, free motion sewing. You can make really cool patterns. You can make circles, you can make different designs. And then when you cut that away, then, it looks like flowers. It's really cool. It's really fun to work with. So if you haven't done something like that, don't be intimidated. Just try it because you're going to use little tiny scraps that the normal person would have thrown away anyway that, we can't throw. And then you'll, practice and make some of these and it'll be pretty cool. Scotty, you can't sew? Aw. Well, by hand? You can't sew by hand either? Oh dear. So anyway, I got this out. Let me show you what I've gotten done on this journal, so you guys didn't show up for nothing. I have a 4-season journal. This is my autumn one, and it's most of it's out of cloth, and I do all kinds of stuff with it. I've put plaster on most of the pages to give it some thickness and durability, and just playing around. It's not done by any means. I'll just keep working on it, but I do have quite a bit done on this. And on here, I just did some of napkins, and there's some fabric, and there's some stamping. And I have my signatures in here, but I haven't bound them yet, because if I want to do some painting, I want to be able to take them out and paint and not mess up, the rest of it. So, it's not bound at all. But I've gotten more done, and in here somehow, I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it, but I want one of these pieces in here, and I'll configure it some kind of way and get that, get that in there. And then on this one, this was a transfer that I made, and the transfer is on this cloth and on plaster, so kind of cool. And then these were given to me by Jessica, some happy mail, and I thought the colors in here really went well, so I put those in here with a little twig, and I like how that came out. And then this was given to me, and I thought the colors, go in here. I'll do other stuff in here to fill up the page, but I just wanted to put that in there. And little pocket with a little girl in there. And then this is a crow. Looks like he's trying to hide something. His little cutout here. Somebody had sent me this little bird. I thought that was kind of cool. And so this is ready for me to do something on it, but it's not done yet. And this too is something that was given to me. And then this is just fabric that I put some gesso on top of, and put some little leaves. And here's some feathers. And this is ready for something. And then here's all the cute little owls. And some birds and some fabric. And this was given to me in Happy Mail. And so I figure out what I'm going to do on here. And this is one of my prints that I did last fall. Put that in there. And let's figure out some more things to put here. And another feather. Some more feathers falling off the birds. And that's all I've gotten done on this one. And like I say, I've got all seasons. I've got all 4 seasons started, but actually none of them are done. You know how that goes. None of them are done at all. And then someone asked me what I was going to do with those prints that we did yesterday, with those yesterday or day before, whenever it was we did those foam stamps. And the ones that I did on the manila folder, all I did was I cut them up. These are the ones that we did, if you saw them the other day. And let me find my other one. They're all here somewhere. Here's another one. So I got those 4 done. And there goes that thing again. Why is it doing that? It's driving me crazy. And it's getting worse. It used to be better before I tried to fix it. You guys know how that goes. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, what are you going to do? So anyway, so that is what's going on with that one. And I would really suggest that if you do have your fabrics and your papers, it would be pretty cool to make something like that. And, put them in make journals out of, or whatever it is that you want to do. But I just wanted to check in with you guys because it was easier for me to show her literally on there as opposed to trying to explain to her over the phone. I hope you got it all straightened out. Okay, what's going on with you guys? Let me see. Let me see who's here. Who's here? Oh, that's right. Mary's on. Yeah, we don't want to get anybody away from Mary. And then I did go and get my shellac. I think I told you that this is what I like to put on my postcards that I'm making. And so I went in and got some today. And this is what I love to seal a lot of things with because it dries super fast and it's not sticky at all. And this is what I use. And this cost, I think it was about, oh, I forget now, but it's probably like about $12. 11 something. So it'd be like $12. But this, I use it a lot and this will last me more than a year. I mean, it goes a long, long way. And so let me show you how easy and how quick these dry. Because somebody was asking me, doesn't it take a long time and all that? Now this, if you use this, it is water-based. I don't smell it. I mean, it has a little bit of a little whiff to it, but it isn't something that I don't like the smell of or that it smells bad. But I would suggest that you do it in a ventilated area or have a fan on or a window open or something like that because you know how it is. Just because you don't smell nothing doesn't mean it's not there. But it is water-based. Okay, where is my brush I was going to use? I just had it here a second ago. Where did it? Oh, here it is. There we go. Okay. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, fumes. I personally don't smell it. But that doesn't mean that, some people are more sensitive than others. So, all right. Let me get in frame here. And I just put, a thing called, uh-oh, look what happened. And that's archival. I don't know why that ink did that. It shouldn't be running. Uh-oh, look. Of course, now that I'm showing you to do this stuff is smearing. Oh, that is weird. I've done this before and it's never smeared. I used, didn't I? Yes, I did. No, I didn't use, I didn't use the archival. I used this. Look at that. Well, I'm not putting any more of this on there. This must not be permanent. I thought it was, you guys. What do you know about this? Because these other ones, I did, and it didn't smear. Uh-oh. So this must have been a different ink I used than I used. I must have used a different brand. I wonder what I used. Okay, well, we're not going to be doing that. Not on these anyway. It's going to mess every single one of them up. Well, let me see if I can. Well, I'll just let it dry. Oh, and I love this stuff. Why did I use the wrong ink? Oh, no. Okay, well, this is great stuff if if you use the right ink. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. Let me do that right now. Right now. And see what happens. Okay, where is all that stuff? Where is all my stuff? Okay. Oh, this is gesso. Where's my matte medium? Where? Hold on, people. Let's investigate what we're going to do with this. Oh. My matte medium, all I have right now is gloss medium. Should I go ahead and try that? Let me see. Hold on. If I put the gloss on there, it's already going to be glossy. Yeah, my matte I ran out of. Oh no, I can open this one. It opened. Woohoo! That is glossy. Let me close this up over here. We don't need to be smelling stuff that we don't need to be smelling. Okay. And let me get a brush. Can you guys hear me okay? No, Sharon, I don't have any hairspray. And let me see if I have, hold on. Hold everything. I have some spray matte sealer. Let me shake it up. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this, and then I'm going to spray it outside real quick. And then bring it in and dry it, and then we'll see what happens. Hold on. Because this stuff does stink. That stuff's strong. Strong, 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 strong. Okay, so let's dry it up. See if I put the dryer on there, it doesn't burn, blow up. Stay away from flames. Okay, that's dry. Yay! All right, so now let's see. This is a test. Because if this doesn't work, then I'm just going to have to seal them all with a spray seal and not be able to put my shellac. I love my shellac. Okay, hold your breath, everybody. What are we doing here? Okay, let's catch everybody up. I had made the other day all these postcards. And I had put all of my stamping with this kind of ink. And I thought that this was permanent ink. And I went to go seal it. And this is with a brush with my shellac. And this is what happened. So now I had to seal this with some spray sealer and see if now my shellac can go over that without smearing up all of my work. So this is a test because I wanted to show how beautiful it looks with shellac, and then I made a big mess. Okay, everybody hold your breath. Everyone at one time. It may work. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm going to have to do with every single one of them. So I'm obviously not doing this tonight because I have to spray them all. I got quite a few. I'll spray all these tomorrow. And then it'll work. Look. I missed a spot. Yes, I love shellac. I do. I like to do everything with shellac. Okay, well, that worked. I'm so happy you suggested that. Because I would have just probably just left them matte. Yay! Does it smell? Okay. I think it depends on everybody's nose. I don't smell this at all. But if my husband walked in here right now, he'd say, "What's that smell?" So he, when it comes to smells, is much more sensitive than I am. So, you know, if you have a sensitive nozola, you're going to smell it because my husband does smell it, but I don't. So, yeah, Sharon, I have that. The amber one, I love using amber one. But I wanted these to just look, I want them to look just the way they were. I didn't want to antique these. But yeah, I've done the amber one. I'll show you. I had, hold on a second. This journal that I did, just to give you guys an idea what Sharon's talking about. This here was white tissue paper, just white. And this is what the amber shellac does. It antiques it and gives it that beautiful, rich tone to it. And I think it's really pretty. So when you guys, you know, if you do end up wanting to work with with shellac and you have the money to buy both, I would strongly suggest getting both of them. Like I say, they're about, depending on where you buy them, they're anywhere from $11 to $14. But, you know, as far as, you know, mixed media goes, and, you know, the supplies that you buy, that's really cheap for, you know, how many ounces you get and for how long it's going to last. It's going to last you forever, you know, unless you're, you know, building furniture and stuff or refinishing floors. This will last you, you know, for a long, long time because it's a quart, and you can use it for so many things. But this is the amber one, and I really like it. Hi, Jennifer. We just fixing up problems here. I think we did. I think we figured it out. I have to seal all of my postcards I made the other night before I put my shellac. But you can see how it enriches. What's the word? You know what I mean. It deepens the hues and the colors, and it looks pretty cool. This is without the colors. So that's pretty cool. So, oh well, so I can't do that tonight. Boy, everything I plan on doing, I can't do. What a bummer. All right, so I can't spray those because it stinks too much in here. That one is a mess. So I'll glue something on top of that to make it look halfway decent, halfway presentable. Halfway presentable. Okay, and then what did I do with my little Scotty dogs? Scotty, remember the little Scotty dogs I was making? Hold on. I cut those up. Where did they go? Maybe I put them in a different room. They came out kind of cute. I must say so myself. If I could find them. Oh, they must be in the other room. Oh, here they are. Hi, Jackie. All right, so these were the stamps I did. Was that yesterday? I don't even know what days it was. I'm confused. But these are the little Scotty dogs that we did with the foam, with the sticky back foams that we made. And I think they came out so cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think I'm going to sew around them and sew them onto what's going to eventually be a postcard, and do that. And so what I was going to do on the sides here is put some more napkin of some kind. And I was thinking of maybe this. Let's try one and see if it works. I think it might look cute here on the edges. I can get those done, and then I can get those sealed up tomorrow too and sprayed. All right. I wonder how it's going to look. What do you guys think? I don't know if I like it or not. What's that, Sharon? Oh, I don't know. Oh, Papa Red. Oh, let me go see. I don't think I have plaid, but let me see if I have red. Excellent idea. That's why I need you guys to help me. Hold on. Let me see. Red, red. Uh-oh. Out of all the colors I have, only red I have is like flowers. That won't work. Nope. Well, that's no good. Let's see. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but it does have a pop of color. No, that doesn't work either. How does it work either? Okay, let's think now. Let's think this through. Hold on. I'm not giving up. Don't give up on me. Okay, what do you guys think about this? How about this little red ticking? How about that? I think that's kind of cute. Let me cut out a piece and see what we think. Let's see what we think. I think this might work. And I think Jimmy would approve. I think Jimmy would approve. How cute, Mr. Jimmy. Yeah, where's everybody from? I know Sharon's here from the States. What state are you in, Sharon? That's funny. Oh, that's going to look cute like that. What do you guys think? It gets my vote. Vancouver. Ooh, are you cold over there yet? We had a beautiful day today. The past week, we had frigid weather. We had uncommonly cold weather for this time of the year. It broke a couple of records for that day. And today it was gorgeous. It was 72 here today. And just loved it. Okay, this gets my vote. I don't know about you guys. First snow. Whoa. Okay, I think I like that. Sorry, Jimmy. You got to cover up your name. Just your name. Vacuuming. I know. I was able to turn off the heater and open up the windows and let some fresh air in. It was nice. And that's good because tomorrow is supposed to be just like today. And Shannon Green is going to be setting up her stuff where she lives at a show or a market, whatever you want to call it. She's been working, her and her husband have been working hard getting that together. And it's just perfect because it'll be beautiful weather tomorrow, but then Sunday we're going to have rain. So that timing came out pretty good. Okay, so I think this is what we're going to do. So I'll tack everything down because after I get them all tacked down, between just some glue and stuff, because later on I'm going to sew them because you know it'll look cuter if it's sewed. Whoops, wrong one. That's almost empty. Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy. And so what I do is I do it with a glue stick because once it's dry, it won't hurt my needle. Plus, I just have a real cheap machine. You know, only thing I do with it is my crafts. So it won't hurt it. And then we'll put some there. He is pretty cute. Oh, yes, I do like that. I'm glad you suggested that. I think it needs to have like a little button on it. For some reason, every time I see that fabric, it needs a button. You're Jimmy? Okay. Yay! Okay, where's my other ones? What I was going to do? Here we go. If you guys are in my group, or if you're just on Facebook, you don't have to be in my group. If you're in Facebook and you want a postcard, private message me and tell me you want one of the postcards. I don't know which one it'll be because I've got all different kinds. But just tell me that you want one of the postcards from the live stream and give me your address and I will send you one until I run out. First come, first serve. Because I don't want you putting your address on here because this is public. So don't give me your address here. You don't want one of those crazy trolls getting your address. Well, I just learned something new. I ordered something from Etsy, which I don't do often because I like to recycle things. But I did buy some. This will teach me. I bought it, and it was some fabric, international type fabric, stuff from around the world. And it was coming from Georgia, the state of Georgia. So I thought, no problem. So I paid for it. And the nice lady, she sent me tracking number. And then I kind of sort of like got busy and just literally forgot about it, to tell you the truth. And then when I thought about it, it was like 2.5 weeks later, and I realized, wait a minute, where's my fabric? So I contacted her, and she got back to me right away. She says, oh, I just checked your tracking, and it says it was delivered to you almost 2 weeks ago. And I'm going, uh-oh. And I didn't get it because whenever I get any packages, if I'm not home, my husband puts it on the table in my studio. And so, I always get my mail. So I contact her, and said, oh, well, I didn't get it. What do we do? And she says, I don't know. You need to contact your post office. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, she sent it. She got the tracking. She got it insured. So in my mind, I thought that she would, need to initiate a claim or something because she's the one that paid for the postage. So anyway, so I go to my post office, and the ladies there are very, very nice to me, and they try to keep me informed about everything. So I told them the situation, and I said, what do I do now? And she says, you'll have to file a police report. And I said, what? And she says, well, our records show that it was delivered to your house. Once it's delivered to your house, our job is done. And if you don't get your package, then that means somebody stole it because it was delivered to your home. And now it's your obligation, to do whatever you're going to do. And I'm thinking, oh, great. A package 2 weeks ago that looks like every other package, priority envelope, real distinguishable, right? Gets stolen from my place, and I'm sure now the police is going to be priority on their end to try and find it, right? So I'm out, my money, and my package and aggravated. And that's that. I have no recourse. And so it doesn't matter for those of you like in swaps and stuff like that. You know, if that's why it's good to have your tracking, because once it shows that it's been delivered, you know, ladies, your obligation is over. Have them call the police. Because even if it's insured, it's only insured if it's damaged or lost. But the post office is not saying it's lost because it was delivered to you. They're saying it has been stolen. So that insurance does not cover if you say it was stolen from your house. So interesting. I found something new. All right. Two more. Yes, Jackie. She said the way they prove it is your mailman has one of these little reader thingamajiggers that he scans over your mail that has tracking on it. And that little gizmo that he has a built-in GPS in there. So when he's standing at your door and he scans it, there's a record back in post office land that shows that he was standing in front of your home when he scanned it. And unless he stole it himself, he's there. They have proof that he was standing in front of your house scanning that. And that's their proof. And that's that. Yeah, I'll tell by what he's wearing. But you know, they've made them, well, they checked and it was delivered to my home. I had to double check because I live on 6th Street, and every street, all the number streets have the exact same addresses. All right. So I will get mails occasionally, not all the time, occasionally, maybe a couple times a year. I'll get mail that's intended for someone on 9th Street. You know, they're probably inverting the 6 and the 9. The numbers, my address, our addresses are the same, but obviously a different street. And so occasionally I will get their mail. And so it does happen. So now we kind of know each other on a first name basis. and they'll bring me my mail or I'll bring them their mail, and you know, so it's pretty cool that way. So I know they didn't accidentally get it because they would have brought it to me. But the GPS showed that it was delivered to my house. So there you go. So if you don't get something you ordered, hope that it got damaged or lost. Not that it got delivered. Because then you're stuck. I know, Carmen, I have dyslexia. So I was thinking sometimes, oh no, did I put down the wrong address? Did I put 9th Street? Because it would not have been the first time I would have done something like that. But no, I checked. The address was correct because you know, it's my address there in Etsy. So I know she had the right address. Okay. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think these came out kind of cute. Look at the little Scotties. Look at that. Aww. I like them. Okay, and this one dried. This is the one that we sealed it first and then put the shellac. And so I like how it finishes up pretty cool. I like that. Oh, I got one more. Hello. This is one I did with ink. It's not as dark, but it's still cute. Why can't I get the lid off of this? What did I do? I'm having problems, ladies, ever since I came on. I don't think there's one thing that's gone right. It's like, okay, what else can go wrong? I'm sure something else can. I just don't know what it is. Okay. It's just one of those nights. It was a good day. I got a lot of things done. I can't complain. So Sharon, have you done any more boilings? Or are all your leaves gone? I just went to my front yard this morning because, like I said, it's been so darn cold for about a week. And so it was nice and pretty today. So I went harvesting off the ground because everything fell down. I have a pecan tree and it's so big I can't reach the leaves. You know, it's such a tall tree that there isn't anything that I can reach. And so at this time of the year, they start falling off, and boy, I run out there and grab them because they print so pretty. Yeah. Well, you know, you can get the dry ones, and they still work depending on the kind of plant. Oh. Well, my dog is going to be on medical marijuana. And if it works for him, I'm going to steal some. The vet said that it works pretty good. These pills work pretty good with these larger dogs that have really bad arthritis. And I have a Rottweiler. He's about 100 pounds. And we don't know how old he is because he was a rescue dog. And his back legs, his muscles, they're just gone. And he can't even use them to get up. He has enough muscle to walk, but to lift his body up, it's very, very hard for him. And so he's basically using his front legs to lift his body up. And now he's been doing that for like maybe about a year and a half. So now the front is wearing out because he's overusing his front muscles to try and get up. And we haven't found a way. We do help him, but to get up, but we haven't found a sure way of doing it, a consistent way of doing it, where he'll let us do it because he's still kind of scared that we're going to hurt him, you know, when we try to help him. So anyway, we were talking to a friend of ours. She teaches at the university, the nurses course, not course, you know what I mean, classes for nursing. And she also is really involved in the rescue of animals. So she was talking to my husband about it and saying, yeah, you know, this and that. And it's very helpful. They give it, you know, to some of the animals. And so anyway, so she goes, I'll hook you up with my dealer. Now there's a veterinarian that has a real good combination of something for the animals. And you can get it online. He's somewhere in Texas. And so we just have to tell him the weight and everything of the dog, and they'll prescribe the right amount. So he'll start that soon and see if it helps him. Because once he gets up, he's fine. He's trotting around and acting all sassy and everything. But it's just really hard for the poor thing for him to get up. Oh, you get it in oil form? Yeah, this one, I honestly don't know what it is. I didn't speak to her directly. My husband was talking to her the other day. They went to some animal right advisory something board meeting the other night, and that's where they were chit-chatting about it. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is an oil. But I don't think you can get it here. They're still fighting about people getting medical marijuana. It passed, but they're dragging their feet about, you know, open the dispensaries and letting the growers get their license, and, you know, how paperwork gets all boggled down with government. So oh my goodness, I just lost my I don't know, ladies. There isn't anything that I don't know if you did see what happened. I don't know if it was off camera, but I went to go put the lid on this glue, and this thing went flying across the room. I don't know. I think I need to take up a new hobby or something. Oh my goodness, that was so funny. It almost landed on the screen of my computer. Oh gosh. Crazy, crazy. Okay, so these little guys are done. So now I'll just sew these. I'll sew these down later on because my setup is in another room. I can't bring that over here. Oh my goodness. All right. So Jimmy, hold on. Jimmy. Okay, somebody had sent me, and I know they're here. Somebody sent me a couple of napkins, black and white, that they thought I might be able to use on my black and white junk journal. And there's no time like the present time. Let me get my black and white one out and see if it doesn't go crazy again here. There it goes. Okay, so if I go over here, maybe not so bad. Oh, a red collar. I bet you I do have some red ribbon that I can put on him. I think he should have a little bow tie. Yeah, he needs a little bow tie. I'll figure something out. He'll be so cute. Won't be able to stand him. Okay, I had this old piece that I did a long time ago, and it is all black and white, and I thought it should go in here somewhere. How about there? Contents. I think that should go there. Yeah. Yeah. I think it should. I think it should. Okay, now I think to tape. Boy, if you could see the rest of this desk right now, which I am not going to show you. I can't even find any. Oh, and I got stuff in the back. That's okay. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Sometimes you plan things and they don't work out, and you just have to move on and let them be somewhere else. Okay. Scotty, you should have come over tomorrow. You should have planned to come over. What are you doing tomorrow? Scotty lives a hip. Whoops, hold on. Okay. Scotty doesn't live that far away from me. Well, I mean, it's not like she's around the corner, but relatively. She's about an hour away. Oh, I like that. Yeah, we can see if Melody wants to come and see if Sarah wants to come. I know it's last minute, but sometimes last minute things are fun. Okay, so I like how that looks right there, people. Okay, let's see. What else do I have? I found this bag that had quite a bit of black and white stuff. Well, that's not exactly black and white there, but like this. Look how cool. There's just some paper. Let's see what else I have. I'm not sure what that is, but it's something. Okay, let's see what else. I don't know if I'll work in there, but little bags, little numbers. What do you know? Oh, I got a whole slew of stuff. It's fun when you don't even know where stuff came from. You find stuff and you go, wait a minute. Must have been left over from a journal I did a long time ago. These are pretty cool. Okay. Oh, yeah. Numbers. Hold on, I got one more bag. Has a few little things that are black and white in there. Polka dots. I'll probably make my camera go crazy. Okay. Well, that's a lot of junk. Oh, is Mary's done? You know, I can't keep track when everybody has their streams. Isn't that awful? I just can't keep track of it all. So I just pop in and out whenever I feel like it. If I have something to do. I don't like the pressure of having to come up with an idea. If I have one, great. If I don't, well, too bad. All right. So I do like this. You probably can't see it, but this is kind of like velvet. Like embossed, not embossed. What am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. I'm at a loss for words. I'm still trying to figure out where my package is. I'm still trying to figure out where my package is. Oh, this is that paper that doesn't tear. Are you guys familiar with this paper? It's pretty cool, except for when you want to tear it. That can be kind of troublesome. When you want to tear it, it doesn't want to cooperate. Okay. I brought in a porcupine. Here he is. You knew I had a little porcupine. And my little porcupine. And I'm going to get one of these magazines, see if we can find anything in here. No, black and white. I got this in the mail the other day. I thought he was pretty cute. Little junk mail. Oops. He's cute. Maybe he's playing peekaboo. I think he's cute. Peekaboo, peekaboo. What kind of plastic paper? It's not plastic. Well, I shouldn't say. It truly is not plastic paper because you can write on it, you can paint on it, you can stamp on it, you can do everything you want with it. I don't know its composition, to tell you the truth. I don't know how it's made. But it's the same kind of stuff that Shannon uses to make her little pockets in her custom keeper. And it's, if you get the plain stuff, that's what she uses. Those are perfect if you want to use it like to create your binding for your journals, because it just won't tear. You can do whatever you want to it, and it's just not going to tear. I think he looks cute coming out from there. This paper here will not tear. And you can watercolor on it. You can put acrylic on it. You can stamp on it. You can do anything. You can write on it. And it feels really soft. And on her custom keepers, when she makes, I believe it's these little side pockets or these inserts, or I can't really remember. But it's just plain. And that's what she makes them from. And so you can put them in there and you can pile it up with stuff, and it's never going to rip on you like a piece of paper would. And it's pretty cool. Okay, Mr. Hog. Mr. Hog, if you please. Mr. Hog. Let's put the same stuff that didn't work on my other things. Let's put the same stuff that didn't work before. And let's put Mr. Hog here. And oh wow, I put that there before the fires. How apropos now. Ha ha ha, Scotty, you're funny. He is hedging a bit, isn't he? Yay! Okay. I was looking on somebody's feed on Facebook, or it came up in my feed, I should say. Let me rephrase that. And this individual was showing some class or something. I forget how it went. I don't even remember now. But anyway, she had a studio up there in more toward the area where Scotty lives. She had a studio up there. So I clicked on her page on Facebook, and it turned out that she went to the same junior high school I went to in California. So I sent her a message. It was a different year, but still, what's, the chances of halfway across the country, two people involved in the same stuff, going to the same high school, now living here? It was just kind of funny. So I contacted her and told her, and I said, come on down to the studio someday. So she's going to come down sometime and play with us, Scotty. Okay, look at Mr. Hedgehog. Isn't he kind of cute? Look how he's eyeing that tree. Like, Uh-oh. Isn't tape glue? Come on, people. You got to widen your horizons. Glue sticks. Tape. Let's not be giving people, we have to be inclusive. We can't be segregating things. These are all gluey stuff. Mr. Hedgehog. I think he needs to be a little more grounded. We should probably put something like that down here. But then it covers up his little toe, and he's got a cute little toe. Yeah, we got to show his toe. Aw, how cute. Okay, just for you. Just for you. Let's put some cotton picking glue down here. Okay. I've been living in the state too long. I'm starting to talk like I live in the South. This is pretty sad. Okay. I think that's kind of cute. All right. So now I think we need to find something in here. Hopefully something that's not too kinky. Because this magazine sometimes has some pretty weird stuff. Oh, I think I already cut out of this one. Maybe we need to get a different one. I've already cut some stuff out of this one. So maybe the stuff I found interesting is out of here. Yeah, I think I cut out of this one. Oh, gosh, look. Very freaky. It must be getting cold outside. My heater just went on. You already looked through this one. Let me get another one. Yeah, because I've already cut stuff out of here. It looks like I cut out of this one, too. Where are the ones I haven't looked at yet? I love architecture. I love those kinds of pictures. Elvis. Marilyn. I like that picture. Put that over there. just in case. I like to fish. I don't know. I don't like to go fishing, and I don't like to clean fish. But there's something about fishes. I don't know. I like them in photographs. Don't like the way they smell. Don't like the way they feel. But give me a nice photograph. I like that. What are you guys talking about? Trying to sniff the magazines? What? Oh, that's pretty too. Okay, I've been through this one too. I guess I need to get, I have a few others. I don't think I've been through them all. I don't think. Okay, this isn't one of those. Okay. Let's start over. Oh, put him in the glue book? Yeah, that would be cute. I gotta sew him first. I gotta sew him up and then I'll put him in. Now see, here we go again. Look, fish. Look, fish. Oh, look at this. How cute. You got a dog laying on a pig, taking it. They're both taking a nap. Yes, Sharon, I'm going to put Mr. Scotty in my book, but I have to sew him first because what I'm going to do, all I did was I just tacked it all down with the glue stick. And then I'm going to come back and sew all those pieces down. And then I'll put Mr. Scotty in my book. I'll put him in there tomorrow. Mr. Hedgehog doesn't want to be alone. Well, I don't know. This is looking a little spooky, these people. Oh, hey. Hey. I have to get the girl with the peacock eyes. She's got to go. Oh, I like those legs too. Okay, I'm finding a few. I'm finding a few. I don't know, it's a little too much like a clown. Clowns and me are not friends. Does anybody remember Bozo the Clown? He was pretty freaky looking. He scared me. Who remembers Bozo? Way back when, they used to do repeats of Bozo the Clown. So I don't know when he was originally out. But, oh, a doll. Oh, dear. Oh, I like that. Yeah, Bozo was pretty creepy. I mean, I think he was. I don't like clowns. I blame it on my grandparents letting me watch. I used to spend the weekends a lot at my grandparents. I like to visit them. And when I was a little kid, and even then they had these repeats of I can't remember now, it was Twilight Zone or Alfred Hitchcock, one of those shows. And it would repeat late at night. And my grandparents were bad. They let me stay up late and they'd go to bed. I mean, they went to bed late themselves. They'd go to bed like 11 o'clock. But they'd let me stay in the living room watching TV because it was the weekend and that was my little, time away from home and everything. And I was just a little kid and I would watch those scary shows. And I think that's why I just don't, because there was always some crazed clown and forget, the dummies. I mean, when the dummy talked and nobody was, moving his mouth, it was like, okay, hello. So I hate the dummies too. Don't show me a dummy. Don't show me a clown. So I blame my grandparents. Outer Limits. That's right. Outer Limits really had some creepy stuff. That's right. No wonder we're all so wacky. Look at the stuff we watched as kids. It's like, okay. And then when I used to visit, my uncle was still, I can't remember the circumstances. I guess he was still young. Yeah, he was probably like 19 or so. So he was still living at home, with my grandparents. And he loved all kinds of music. Ever since he was young, he loved all kinds of music. So he had all kinds of albums. It wasn't like he just liked one kind. He liked, a whole gamut of stuff. But my grandfather, he only liked Western music. I don't know where he got that from. We were in California, but he liked his Western music. So he had some albums, and then my uncle had his albums. So, you never knew if you woke up in the morning, if you were going to be, because my uncle would get up early and get ready for work, and he always put on music. And you never knew if you were going to wake up to Ella Fitzgerald or Roy Clark. It was like a toss-up of what music you were going to wake up to. So, as a young person, I was exposed to all kinds of music, not just one kind. Things that kids my age, just didn't know about. They didn't know about those particular artists, but oh, I like that too. Uh-oh. Where was that Statue of Liberty? I didn't even notice it. Was it in the book, in the magazine I'm in right now? Okay, I've got a few things. Let's start gluing. Let's start gluing. We can come back if we need some more. If we need some more. I think I've been through this one when I did my other, yeah, that was when I did my other black and white one. I have some pictures from there. That's cool. Reminds me too much of a tornado, though. I don't want to be reminded of tornadoes. Nope. Oh, I like her face. And then at my house, my dad liked old music. I mean, not his contemporary, but even older than his music. He would listen to all the big bands. So I knew all the big bands, plus Ella Fitzgerald, plus all the Western people. Oh, and then I was tortured because my grandfather loved. Now listen, he wanted his Western music, but then every weekend he had to watch Lawrence Welk. It's like, oh my gosh, if I see, you know, one more cutesy little girl bouncing across the floor, dancing and singing, I was going to have a heart attack. I was just exposed to too much. Okay. Alrighty. So, I think I like her. So what I'm going to do, I want a little background for her. And oh, so you, okay, so you know, Scotty. But I think it's good to be exposed to all different kinds of music. And then you know what your ear is attracted to, as opposed to just being the only thing you've ever known. But I think that's why I like a lot of different types. I don't like just one kind. Bye, Sharon. Thank you for coming. Okay. Let's put some of this down. And I don't think I want to do the whole page. I just want to do some of the page. because half of her face is covered with a peacock feather. So we'll just cover half of the page with a napkin. Happers, happers. Okay. All right. Now, where is my, what a mess. Okay. Just let everybody's happy. We need to get some glue. We need to get some real glue happening here. Oh, no wonder. It's one piece. Hello. Tearing my book apart. That's dumb. Okay. Hi, Karen. We're just gluing. About as exciting as watching paint dry, I guess. Putting glue on a page is going to be happy real soon. It'll have something on it. Now, when I do this, I put as little as possible so that it doesn't tear and pucker and all that good stuff. So it doesn't really matter how we lay this down because it doesn't have to go straight. And looks like I need some glue up here. It dried too fast. Okay. Set for now. I'm using Mod Podge. That's the only kind of, except for glue sticks, that's about the only kind of glue I usually use. Okay, so tear, tear. I think I like her right there. Or do I want her right there? Oh, maybe she needs to be all straight here and tears there. Oh, yeah, I think I like that better. I like that better. So you just got to move it around. Yeah, I'm working in my, yeah, for those who are just joining, I am working in my triple spined black and white glue book slash journal, I guess. I don't know what to call these things. For me, it's funny. I put names to them just so, you know, you guys can identify them, but I use all my journals the same way. It doesn't matter, you know, what the name of the journal is, I end up doing the same thing in all of them. Creature of habit, I guess. I throw everything together. I don't have just one thing. I mean, one journal for one type of thing. That's right, with a hint of red. We cannot forget the hint of red. That is so important. That's what sets everything off. That is what sets everything off. And then we'll let that dry. Or we can speed up the action because it's not very wet. I didn't put a whole lot. Wow, I dried fast. Okay, and I think she deserves some kind of a red flower of some kind. We'll find it. I know I have some. Hopefully. And maybe not. Everything's kind of reddish, orangish. You might have to fake it. That's pink. Hold on. Yeah, I don't have hardly any red. That's weird. You'd think I have a lot of red, but it looks like almost everything has a pink tinge to it. That's more like an orange. Orange. That has a little bit more red. That's kind of cool. Like watercolor, huh? Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Okay. Hi, Patricia. I don't know if that speaks to me. I don't know. It might have to. I don't think I have any other red. Everything's pink. What do you guys think? Too much? What's your vote? I'll put this for sure because that's subtle. You let me know what you think about that. Do you guys like to watch old movies? When I say old, I mean like from the 30s and 40s. Okay, nobody wants to answer me about this, so I'm just doing it. No back talk from you guys. Ta-da! You're worried about the person's eye? This one? No, it's perfect. Okay, here comes the dryer, people. Too late. I put it on. That's the problem. See, I don't know how much lag there is from when I ask you a question and when you hear it. I'm too impatient. I just went ahead. Okay, I like it. And there's the splash there. That's a big splash. A tiny bit of red right there. Right there. Don't have any there yet. They won't all have it. A little bit. The cardinal. Okay. No, don't let anybody else speak for you. You have a voice. Let your voice be heard. Because someday someone's going to tell you to shut up. So as long as people want your voice, let it be heard. All right, so what else do we have here? I know I got a few pictures that I took out. Oh yeah, this was kind of weird. Oh, the legs. I like the legs. kind of hard to see. Where's the line? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Not enough room. Oh, that might look kind of cool there. I think I like it better there. Oh, for you Mary fans, she did this. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's put this here. And okay, I think I'm just going to glue stick this one down because it'll warp. It'll warp too much. This glossy stuff, I don't like using the liquid glues because it warps it a lot. And that's pretty much why I like to stay with the glue stick because it's so much drier. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Here we go. We are going to give her red sparkly shoes. Just where the light hits it. Ha, ha, ha. I like it. Dry time. Those are your legs, huh? Man, you're a hotsy totsy. Woohoo. She's going to be fancy. That's going to take a while to dry. I know that is. Yep. I won't be able to close that for a while. Okay. That might have to be it, ladies. I've been on for a while. Do you have any questions? I'm so busy. I never get to look up while I'm doing this. So if you have any questions about what we've been doing or really about anything that we've done in the past, now is your time. This is Q&A. Is that right? Yeah. What do you guys want to know? Yay! I like how that came out. Yeah, it's still wet. Okay. Where do the black and white pictures come from? This particular ones that's in this book, most of the ones in this book so far come from these magazines. They're called Black and White. They are, it says, a black and white magazine for collectors of fine photography. Now, I did not buy these. These were at the library on the table where they have all the freebies. And every time my husband goes in there, if I'm not there, he looks for things that I might be interested in. So he came home one day and he must have had about 10 of these magazines. I've never seen them there again. And these were older magazines. This is 2002. So whoever had them for quite a while. And way back in 2001, they were $7. So they were quite pricey back then. So that's where I get most in this particular project. This is where I'm getting most of them from. Could you show this? Yeah, I can do that. I can. We have the technology. Let me put this over here. And let Miss Ruby Slippers dry. Let me move my magazines before I fall over them. And let's hope my camera cooperates. It doesn't get all crazy on me. Okay. Let me do it slow. Is it focused? Okay, yeah, I think it's focused. And so what happens is after you do that sewing across the whole thing, see, all the way. And then what you will do, if this had not been cut yet, you'd put a little hole right here, then run your scissors all the way down in each of these sections. And then all the stuff that you've put in there, There's this, where you sewed, and you cut on either side, and that's what it looks like. Did focusing? Let me get closer. Whoa, hello. There you go. There you go. And it started off like this. If you didn't see the beginning, you just get 2 pieces of fabric, fill it up with all kinds of scraps. All kinds of scraps. And then sew it up. And as I mentioned, after you cut it, and after you sew it and after you cut it, it's suggested that you throw it in the washer, and that way it kind of relaxes everything in there, and it starts, the things that would naturally start shredding, they start moving all around with the washing, makes it all pliable. And then if you're using different types of fabrics, if you're having natural and synthetic, then when you throw it in the dryer, it might curl up, and that's what you want it to do. So it's pretty cool. And if you're a sewer, and as I mentioned before, if you know how to do the free motion sewing on your machine, you can make really beautiful designs, and it'd be pretty cool. What did I do with this? I haven't done anything with this yet. What I wanted to do is I'm making a autumn journal, which is almost done. And I just wanted, because I'm putting all kinds of things in here, and I basically wanted a piece of textile in here with the different kinds of autumn colors. And so that's why I put this together initially, because I'm going to put this in here somehow. I don't know if it's going to be a long strip, if I'm going to cut it, if I'm going to make little squares. I'm still not sure exactly how I'm going to incorporate it, but this is where it's going in my journal, because I do have other pieces of cloth and things in here. So yeah, it would, wouldn't it? That would make a cool pocket. Yeah, you're right. It'd make a very cool pocket. There you go. See? You just got to get other people to look at it, and they see different things. You can make a bookmark out of it. You can make a tag out of it. If you put some paper back here, you could make put a buttonhole and a button, and you have a cuff. That'd be kind of cool. And one time I did before, I don't have it anymore. Excuse me. One thing I did before, and it came out really cool looking, is like, say right here, I got some thread and I just like sewed it a couple of times and made a knot. And then so many inches down, I did the same thing and made a knot. And did it all the way down. Then on the next row, alternately, then I did the same thing here. Then I did the same thing here. And it puckered everything up, and it looked really cute. And then I came back where I did that little sewing, and then I put a little bead in that little area that I did that little pucker. And it looks really cool. Pretty cool. That's right. Hold on. I'm going to get the thing that Scotty made me. Hold on 1 second. Oh, ow. Oops. Good thing I like pictures of fish. Look at what she made. She can explain to you all that's involved. But these are, you know, all stuff to go fishing with. Fishing line, and, you know, you can see. There's a fish. Of course, then she put her beads. But, you know, if I ever want to go fishing, just take my bracelet, throw it out there. Just throw it out there. Isn't that cool? And then you just tie it like that. I don't think I can tie it on myself. Oh, I can't do that. Yeah. Besides, if I put it on, probably some big bass will come and attack me. But you get the idea. Because when I put it on, I have to have my husband tie it for me. I'm just waiting for some game warden to ask me if I have a license for that. Do you have a license for that? To fish? No. No, I don't have a license for that. I know. I'd be afraid to. And Scotty wasn't smoking. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but were you sipping on that oil that I'm getting for my dog? That's what I want to know. My dog's going to be happy pretty soon. Is my thing dry? Hold on. So is there any more questions? I didn't see. Hold on. Altered smoking. Yeah. Yeah. Same concept, I guess. Or are you talking about smoking? I can't read that far from here. My laptop is so far away, I have to squint. No, you're talking about smoking, right? I do see a C, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's too funny. Yeah, those colors are pretty cool. Actually, it goes with my autumn journal, doesn't it? It could go there pretty easily. But see, if you have some cloth laying around, you can make a journal. You know, I made this, as you can see, this was a vest or something. Oh, upside down. You can see this was a vest. And chopped that up and made that part of the journal. And then here's a part of a dress. And chop that up. And then this is just watercolor paper, handmade paper. the other side of that fabric. Some more watercolor and handmade paper. And then part of that top. And there you go. So don't go around throwing away clothes. You can make art journals too. You don't have to just make the regular, straight, old-fashioned type of cloth journals. Although those are pretty too. I bought this tablecloth the other day. It was at some junk shop, and I think it was only like $4. It is, for a big table, and it's got a lot of pretty, laces and crocheting and things like that. So I think I'm gonna make some kind of a cloth journal, some of those pieces into a cloth journal. And I have a bunch of stuff I'm going to de-stash. I don't know if I'm going to do it through over my Facebook page or if I'm going to do it on YouTube. But I have different pieces of fabrics and different things and some papers and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not sure when I'm going to do that and where I'm going to do it. But I will keep you guys informed. Hopefully it won't be impromptu like all my other stuff is. My mind going? I think it is. Will I do a video on making the cloth journal like the ones you did? Oh, for the spine. Oh, you wondered why the odd shape. Yeah, I just went with whatever the fabric was, I'm not into the, when you say make it, do you mean like decorating it? Because there's nothing really made. They're just pieces of, they're just pieces of fabric. I haven't even bound them yet because like this one, I got this one pretty wet and I didn't want to get the whole thing wet because this was a transfer. And so that's why I'm just kind of leaving them kind of loosey-goosey so I can pull them out, if I want to do something with some kind of a wet medium. Yeah, this right now is not attached. Now, I'll show you like individually. Like here's the one that was, part of the other side of that vest. Oh, that is the vest. I'm sorry, I got myself confused. That's the vest. And then this is what? This is just some other fabric that I did. I put some plaster on the fabric to make it a little harder. And so I could use this as a canvas. So that's another piece right there. And then this is another piece of clothing. You can see there's the neck to the bodice of a dress. And then this is just paper that I've covered up, with just collaged over it to make it a little sturdier. And then some of these in here, these are some handmade pieces of paper. I didn't make them myself, but they are handmade. And that is what's in, in there. So, because I like to work on them when they're separate and not all bound together. And then when it's completely done, or almost done, when I think I'm not going to use any more wet medium on it, which I think I'm pretty close to that already, then I'll just go ahead and very simply, because it's just, it looks really big and complicated, but it's only four pieces of fabric or paper or paper. And so then I'll just come in and do a simple pamphlet stitch to bind it together and tie it out here. And that'll be it. You know, I'll try to keep it pretty simple because it is kind of already, you know, heavy. Hey, my thing came out. I probably need to glue that down so it won't come out. There. 3 years. That's from the beginning. I think that's when I started. Right. It's just it's not even put together yet, but it will be. I'm trying to read far away. Yeah, that get a, you know, that get a spine journal. It was funny. I'd never made one like that before, and I wanted to make it. So I thought, you know what? Let's just do it together. You know, that way we can see what the pitfalls are, what works, what doesn't work, if it works at all, and we can do that together. Because, you know, sometimes you get some of these how-tos videos, and they make it look so simple because it's been edited and all of the mishaps, you know, you don't get to see. So then when you go and try it and more things go wrong than right, then you're going to get frustrated and you're just going to stop and give up. And I think the whole point in sharing techniques and how to do something is to inspire people so that they feel empowered and they really want to do it. And the only way I think you can really do that is show them all the mistakes so that they feel they're not the only one. So that's why I did it the way I did it, because I had never tried it before. And I thought, I really hope this works, or we're all going to be laughing and hope we're laughing together and you're not laughing at me. Oh. So what other kind of things would you like to learn? Because there's so many videos out there already. And you know, and I don't want to be redundant and be showing stuff that, you know, you can find probably like 20 videos how to do it. But are there things out there? I mean, it doesn't mean I know how to do it. That won't stop me from trying to do it. Are there other things that you guys would like to learn that, you know, maybe is still kind of mysterious to you and you'd like to, you know, we could do it together? Let me know, because that'll help me, you know what kind of things you want to do. You know, because like I say, I don't want to repeat what everybody else has already done. Unless there's videos out there and you still don't get it and you want clarification, we can do that too. And like I said, I may not have the answer, but I may be able to figure it out. We might be able to figure it out together. So let me know. What else? Oh yeah, and I showed you guys at the beginning those foam stamps that we made. Look how cute these came out. I just cut them out. These are the samples that we did on the manila folder. If you saw, you know, that live stream, we were making those foam stamps, and I think they came out kind of cute. Yeah, you guys think about it. You think about what kinds of stuff that you would like to you know, delve into, and we'll do it. We'll do it together and make all the mistakes together and figure it out. I think Karen, they call it slashing. Look it up real quick on Pinterest or something. Fabric slashing, literally, slashing. And I think that's what it's called. Um, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I ordered some ink. Now, how do I say this? Because I don't quite totally understand it either. I'm not trying to be coy. I'm trying to articulate something I don't quite completely understand myself. I ordered this ink that you can print with, but I'm not talking about like with your printer, but you can draw with it, you can stamp with it, and then you can use that to print on other things, and you use your iron to do the printing. So I'm going to play around with it and see what you can do with it, and then share that with you guys, and come up with something. I don't know, because it can transfer or print onto fabric, and to paper and pretty much anything, you know. Oh, thank you. I think the twist is that I don't know how to do what they're doing. That's my twist. Like, huh? How did they do that? I think I better try it a different way. I just don't get it sometimes. So, yeah. So when I get that, I should get that in the next couple of days, maybe Monday or Tuesday. If that thing came up, I gotta glue that down. Monday or Tuesday, and and I'll play around with that for a little while. And oh, it's called slashing. Okay, great. Karen, are you a sewer? Do you have fabric? Do you know how to free motion? I wish I knew how to free motion. It's intimidating to me. Um, I have the I have the foot for it, um, for my machine, but um, oh, you want to be? Oh, you have tons of fabric. See, I'm told by other friends that I have that sew that the free motion is really quite simple to do. I think my problem is because you know, I have dyslexia. And so my left and my right, when it gets to my brain, it's opposite. And you really do have to have, even though it may not be difficult to do it, you have to have coordination because, you're doing, you're regulating the speed, of your foot. I mean, not your foot, with your foot, you're regulating the speed, right? And then with your hands, you're doing things completely differently because you're going in different shapes and motions. And that's what my brain can't do. I mean, I literally cannot chew and walk at the same time. And doing that really does take that type of coordination that I find extremely difficult. So I've tried it a few times and it just really scares me because um, when I concentrate on my hand motion, I have a bad habit of pressing down with my foot, which makes the speed, go up and down quicker. And I don't want it to do that because then I lose control of what I'm doing up here. So it's very frustrating for me. I have not given up. I still want to try and do it, but it's just, it does not come easy for me at all. So it's one of those things that I want to try and conquer. Um, First, because I'm stubborn, and second, because I think it looks pretty cool. and I really want to do that. So all you got to do is check in your manual of your machine and see if it includes that foot, because some do and some don't. And I have a really cheap machine, so I was really surprised that it came with it, because they're not cheap. The little foot, if it didn't come with your machine, they're not cheap at all. I mean, depending on your machine, they're anywhere from $30 to $60 just for that foot. And my whole machine, what's funny is my whole machine only cost me $75. So, and it has the foot. So I guess I can say my machine cost me $20 and the foot cost me $60. But yeah, so check that out. And you'll be able to do it. Oh yeah, you're a woman and a mom. Yeah, you can figure it out. That is for sure. Okay, ladies. I think we will call it a night. And I hope I get my ink and I can play around with that. And maybe you guys can think about, what you'd like to do. And that'll give me some inspiration to, if I don't know how to do it, we'll learn how to do it together. And if I do know how to do it, I'll share with you what I know. Let's see if the ruby slipper is dry before we wrap this up. I think it is. Ooh, the ruby slipper is done. Now, didn't that come out cute? Yay! I like it. Kamikaze? Do you use it? Do you know how to use it? Can you share some wisdom with us? I go on YouTube and just stare at them going, all cool. I just got a package. Oh, hold on. I just got a package from Beth. Oh, I can't show you. Well, I will. Hold on. From Beth up in British Columbia. Let me cover up some stuff here. Okay. And look what she did with Free Motion. She did the address. She did her address and the return address with her Free Motion. That just makes me sick. Look, all that. It may look like writing to you, but she did that with the sewing machine. She makes me sick. Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, another thing I have to learn. Oh, well. Okay, Miss Ruby is done. I'm done for the night. And keep me informed on what you guys want to do. And we will do it together. All right. Thanks again for coming by and supporting me and having fun. At least letting me have fun. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks again. Bye.